Hi everyone, it's Robin with Healthy Keto 2.0, hoping to inspire you with healthy, delicious, low-carb, keto-friendly recipes. There's an old joke from back in the day when they first came out saying that aluminum foil was a contributing factor to Alzheimer's. The joke went like this: "You should have seen Grandpa's face when we told him no more Jiffy Pop." Well, that joke always stuck with me, and it's especially true with keto. There are so many foods that we're so in love with eating, and we find out we can't eat them anymore. They're off limits. One of those foods for me is oatmeal. Oatmeal was a popular dish in my breakfast rotation back in the day, and when I found out that I could not eat oatmeal anymore, I was so sad. A cup of oatmeal has 27 grams of carbs, so it's definitely a no-no when you're trying to go low carb or keto. But luckily, I found a replacement for it on a website called Healthy Sweet Eats, and I will put a link to the recipe below. I've been eating this now for several years. It's so delicious. It's called Noatmeal, which is essentially saying no oatmeal because there's no oats in it. It's made up of a lot of other ingredients to resemble oatmeal. It's so rich and creamy, and you can eat it the same way you would eat a bowl of oatmeal, with of course making some low carb modifications. So I want to show you the ingredients that go into this delicious breakfast that I hope you will enjoy. So there are quite a bit of ingredients to making oatmeal, but once you purchase them all, they last for a very long time. You can keep them in your freezer, which will prolong the length of them. You can just keep them in your pantry. So let's take a look at the ingredients. We have organic hemp hearts, we have almond flour, unsweetened coconut flakes, flaxseed, chia seeds, a little bit of salt, the beverage liquid of your choice. I like to use coconut cream, a little vanilla, and then a low carb sweetener of your choice. I like to use a brown sugar. This one's by Swerve. So the ingredients here are just a powerhouse of nutrition. It's a great way to start your morning. You're starting your day by filling up your body with antioxidants, tons of vitamins, tons of minerals. It's just so good for you. On a cold winter day, oh, what a better way to start your day. So I like to triple the recipe. I make it in a big jar, just any glass jar you have around the house, whether it's a mason jar. This was an old jelly jar from my husband. So that's what I like to do. We're going to start layering up the ingredients. We're going to start with our hemp hearts. This is 1/3 of a cup of hemp hearts. And then we have our almond flour, 1/3 of a cup of almond flour, and we put it in. And what I like to do after the second ingredient, I like to give it a shake so that we know that everything gets distributed well, since we are making, three servings of it. Okay, next come the unsweetened coconut flakes, and that's also 1/3 of a cup. And give it a shake. And then I add in the flaxseed. This is a 1/4 of a cup. Pour that in. Give it a good shake. And last but not least here, we have the chia seeds, and that's also 1/4 of a cup of chia seeds. Okay, give it a shake. Now that's where I stop as far as making 3 servings at a time. Like, I would just leave this in my cupboard. And then when I go to make it, I add the other ingredients. So this is what the other ingredients are. Okay, so when I'm ready to prepare it, I get out just my little pan, and I'm going to put 1 cup of the ingredients. A little less than 1 cup is good for 1 serving. Maybe I'm going to share. And it takes just a pinch of salt, and I always like to use pink Himalayan salt. It's also very good for your body. And then we're going to put in the liquid of our choice, which mine is coconut cream. It's just so creamy. I mean, you can use almond milk, you can just use water if you prefer, but I like to go full healthy fats, so with coconut cream. And it's 1/2 cup of the liquid here. All right, pour that in. Look at that. Doesn't that look so delicious already? Okay, then I'm going to add in my brown sugar, my keto brown sugar. And I'll just put in about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. You can add more at the end if it's not sweet enough. Okay, and I'm going to take the vanilla over to the stove because we'll put that in when it's heated up. All right, let's go to the stove. There we go. Let's get some fire going here. I like to put it on medium-low. And I'm gonna get a spoon to stir that around. Look inside here. See, we've got to really stir it good. And if it's too thick, we can always add more. You can add more of the coconut cream, or if you prefer, you could just add a little more water, or you know, any of the beverages. It's kind of very forgiving. You just mix and match. Look at how creamy that is. Doesn't that look so good? And now I'm gonna just add my little splash of vanilla. Stir it in, and it is ready to come off the heat. Look at that. Doesn't that look just like oatmeal? But there's only 5 grams of carbs in that, as compared to 27. So much better for you. All right, so there are many different ways you can top this off. I personally like to use some chopped pecans. Those are one of the lower nuts, the lower carbs in nuts. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. And I also like to sprinkle some cinnamon and give it a little stir. And if it's still too thick, you can always add a little more liquid here at the end. Some heavy cream, some more almond milk. All right. Now, I know how delicious this is, but I'm going to have my husband try it, who does not do keto, but he's learning the healthy way, and he likes to try new things now that I like to eat. So let's have my husband come on over here and try out the Noatmeal. Husband Eloy, say hello.
Hi.
He's going to taste test the Noatmeal. He's never had it before. So here we go. Does it taste like oatmeal?
It tastes very good. Oh, it tastes very good. And I like the nuts, the crunchiness inside of it.
Well, everyone, I hope you've been inspired to try this Noatmeal recipe. It is so much better for you than oatmeal as far as carbs go. And just keep on keeping on with what you're doing in your ketogenic journey. And I hope you all have a great day.